They let Luis go at lunch. Too kind, the assistant principal said, sliding a paper across my desk. I'm a school psychologist with 2 decades of hallway, triage and office tissues behind me. Our public high school sits between a gas station and a strip of taquerias, the kind of place where the bell rings and a wave of sneakers and laughter hits the sidewalk. I know our people. Luis, our night custodian, though we call him custodian, because he keeps the place running, works, the 3:00 to 11:30 shift. When he's here early, you hear the low whine of the floor buffer and smell lemon cleaner. The knot, an email from a parent about a janitor handing out snacks near the girls' restroom, and a note from an assistant principal about boundaries. If nothing changes, Luis loses his paycheck, his health insurance, and the tiny apartment he keeps 10 blocks from school. Tell me exactly what happened, I asked. He lingers. He gives kids food. He comforts them. That's counseling without a license, the AP said. The fluorescent lights buzzed like hornets. My coffee had gone cold and tasted like pennies. That's care, I said, choosing my voice like you choose the right wrench. But care needs guardrails. It's already done, she said, tapping the HR letter. At will. I felt the old pursuer withdraw pattern light up. I push, she retreats. I'm not contesting your authority, I said. I'm asking for accuracy. Can we review yesterday's footage with our safety officer? I'm concerned we're labeling kindness as misconduct. She rubbed her temples. There was also time theft. He clocked out at 2:55 but stayed in the hall. Talking. Talking to whom? A student. The parent who wrote the email. I texted Luis. He answered fast. Dr. K, I didn't do wrong. The kid looked grey. I gave him a granola bar outside the restroom. That's it. Come in, I wrote. Bring your union rep. The rep arrived first, scarf dusted with salt from the damp winter air. We pulled metal folding chairs around a table that wobbled. The HVAC hummed like a tired ocean. When Luis walked in, his palms were black at the edges from scrubbing baseboards. I'm sorry we're here, I said. Help me understand. He swallowed. The kid said his stomach burned. He hadn't had lunch. I gave him a bar from my pocket. We stood by the camera on purpose. I didn't step near the restroom. You knew there's a camera there? The AP asked, arms crossed. He nodded. You can see the water fountain. You can see how close I stayed. The safety officer wheeled in the cart with the monitor like we were about to watch a driver's ed video. The room smelled of dust and dry erase markers. We leaned in. Click, click. The timeline jumped to 2:56 p.m. In the grainy frame, Luis stood planted on the blue tile, boots square, hands visible. A kid sagged against the wall, pale. A small foil packet changed hands. The kid sipped from the fountain, wiped his mouth, then walked toward the counseling office. Another student entered from the far hall, eyes down, backpack loose, shoulder-checking the pale kid as he passed. Pause, I said. My heart thumped. Go back 3 seconds. We watched the shoulder check again. Not an accident. A second shove sharper. Luis stepped between them, open hands, palms out. We played the next minute. Luis pointed down the hall. The second kid's mouth moved fast. Luis didn't budge. He held the space like a doorstop until the kid peeled off toward class. Then Luis walked the pale student toward us, toward the office. That looks like de-escalation, the safety officer said softly. I filed a bullying report last week on that kid, I said. We can cross-reference. The AP stared at the screen. But the food, she said. I hear you, I replied. Allergies matter. Liability matters. Here's what I need. As the person who triages panic and hunger all day, a clear plan. Staff shouldn't hand out food, so put a small snack station in my office. If a student looks unwell, custodial staff radios me or a nurse. We meet the need in the right place. That keeps role boundaries intact and kids safe. The union rep leaned forward. And the firing? I took a breath. I feel uneasy when we make a final decision on incomplete information. I said to the AP, I'm requesting we rescind the termination, write a coaching memo instead, and add Luis to our de-escalation training. He did what we ask adults to do, keep kids safe. She looked at Luis. Why didn't you tell me about the shoves? He shrugged. I thought you'd see it. Her jaw softened. The room felt warmer. Okay, she said. We'll reinstate probation for the food policy breach. We'll move snacks to counseling. And I'll call the parent. Luis's shoulders dropped like someone had set a heavy box down. Thank you, he said. His voice shook. My wife has a PT appointment next week. Out of network if I lose the insurance. I'm glad you won't, I said. Also, I'd like an apology to Luis for the wording. The AP swallowed. Luis, I'm sorry I called your kindness misconduct. You were protecting a student. I should have watched the footage. Thank you, he said, wiping his hands on his work pants. The lemon cleaner scent clung to his sleeves. After, I met the pale student by the window where winter light made everything look honest. How's your stomach? I asked. Better, he said. Mr. Luis is nice. He is, I said. Next time, come straight to my office. We'll keep snacks here. He nodded, eyes on the basket I'd already set out. Crackers, applesauce, a few safe bars with ingredients listed in big print. By dusk, the halls were quiet. The floor buffer hummed like a big patient bee. I stood in the doorway and watched Luis wave a kid away from a wet floor sign, then adjust it so the yellow triangle faced both directions. Small, boring holy work. People think safety is metal detectors and scanners. Sometimes it's an open stance, a steady voice, a granola bar given in the wrong place for the right reason. We can fix the place. We keep the reason. Care with boundaries, so neither gets fired. Love grows where boundaries are respected, and trust grows when we take the time to look.